Apologies, everyone, for the extra wait you had to have there. Of course, at the last minute, literally the last minute, I had to go to the bathroom. Oh, you gotta love the well, I'm a demon, but you gotta love the human body there. So, welcome everyone to yet another, albeit it's not going to be as energetic episode stream of HeebusJeebus on channel 64. That is me, HeebusJeebus, and today we are going to have a pretty I don't want to say it's going to be a chill stream, but it's not going to be as chaotic or crazy as Parasite Eve. Oh yeah, the stream title, I might change it when I upload this VOD, but I named it the Marginalized People's Hour because we're gonna be playing the arcade X-Men game, and I don't know if we have time. I don't know, man. I do not know if I should play another game, like another arcade game or not, because I really don't have an extra thing to do right now. But I know I'm gonna end up finishing this game in a little under an hour, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I should play like a play this game until I die type of thing with Puzzle Bobble. Maybe Puzzle Bobble I wanna play after this. We'll see how I'm feeling after this, because right now I'll admit, man, I'm feeling fuzzy headed from all the fucking stress I'm dealing with in my personal life. Not gonna get into it, but that's how I'm feeling right now, and I'm just playing this arcade game just to see if I could get my mind off the bullshit. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna give a show. I'm not gonna like crack jokes here and there. We'll see what happens. Here's hoping I could at least muster up some energy to get my mind off the bullshit, personal bullshit, as well as the global bullshit we're seeing. Because really, that's all we can do. If we can't make the future better for ourselves, then we should at least make our days better. Personally, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. So for today's episode, we're gonna be playing, like I said, X-Men, the arcade game. But before that, I think if you missed last stream, I finished Parasite Eve, but I'll admit, man, it was a pretty hollow accomplishment to me, because of course I had to succumb to my own fears, and I maxed up to the cap level. I was grinding for almost like 2 weeks until we reached the final battle, and level 99, and that whole boss battle was just too damn fucking easy. I did not know what to expect. So this leads me to decide later this year, maybe Christmas, maybe November, depends, maybe next year, I don't know, we will be playing that game again, the EX mode, which is slightly difficult, a lot more challenging than the normal game. So yeah, I'm gonna play that game again. This time fair and square. I might only grind up to like level 37 or 38, around there, to make it challenging but not unfair, because I think you all have seen me suffer through 2 streams, 4 hours of trying to beat the final boss and failing every time. So, yeah, that'll happen sometime soon. We'll do it before we play the second game, just to refresh our minds with the game's story. So, if you missed last stream, you missed that. Then you also missed, because I had a little extra time, like 30 minutes of stream time, I decided to watch, Japanese commercials, and that was kind of fun. That VOD is coming soon to YouTube. It's already out on archive.org, but the stream, I split that into 2 streams. I might do that if I decide to play another game. I might do the same thing. I'll play like the outro, and then yeah, start a new recording. To me it's like editing on the fly. So if anything weird and cookie happens after this, don't worry about it. Just stick around. Oh god, I'm seeing the oh, okay, never mind. The broadband connection is dipping again. Blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, yellow, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. So, let's get the show on the fucking road here. Come on. I have so many arcade games to play, but only very few of them I'm willing to play on stream. A lot of beat 'em ups. I don't want to play fighting games on stream for some reason. I'm no FGC guy, but yeah. Ah, here we are. Here we go. X-Men from 91 or 92. I forget when that arcade game came out, but I do remember reading Marvel comics. I bought a lot of Marvel comics back in the day, and seeing the ad for like the X-Men arcade game. Yeah, look at this shit. I've been told this is like the best game in the arcades, especially if you played with friends. This is one of the earliest examples of like a 4-player arcade cabinet that I've seen. Not in person, but the pictures of it. Let me start now. Hell yeah. So yeah. You got the usual X-Men, but Dazzler? That's interesting. I know she was in some X-Men comics, but I'm gonna pick Colossus. That's my boy right there.
In the 21st century, evil mutants led by Magneto aim to destroy the world. Humans can do nothing against the power of the evil mutant. The only hope is X-Men.
Go and save the city.
Wow, I didn't have to read anything. Oh shit, wrong button. I pressed the wrong button there. This always happens. But so far, I'm liking the graphics in this. Yeah, I didn't have to read anything, thank you. Because so far with these arcade games, there would be text on screen that would pop up for a second, and I try to read it all. Y'all have seen all the other games I've played on here with text, with the dialogue text. So, X-Men. I mean, who hasn't read any of the comics? I'm talking this era of X-Men. By this point, 92, I do believe, Chris Claremont quit writing X-Men, or his time was done. and I think John Byrne came back to write X-Men comics, which this was either it already happened or this was the cusp of the reboot, the X-Men comics reboot by Jim Lee, which I've yet to read. I've only read a couple of the issues after that, from like 94 to 95. I have a lot of X-Men to read. There's so much out there that I've yet to read. And yeah, before anyone starts asking, the cartoon, the animated series, I'll admit, man, I have not seen that since the late 90s when it aired on Fox Kids. That is one of those shows that, like, I remember on the air, but I can't tell you a damn thing about specific episodes. And yeah, X-Men 97. I don't even know what to say about that. I have not seen a single episode of that. Do I plan to watch it? If there's a way to watch it on physical well, not physical but if there's a way to watch it without me having to pay for dumbass a subscription service like Disney Plus, that's what's keeping me from watching good TV. Is I had Netflix for a while, and just, this was, I think I've already said this before, this was back when I worked midnights, and it's like, if I don't have time to watch anything during the day, what makes you think I'm gonna have time after I come home from work? Like, then why pay for a streaming service like that if I'm not gonna use it? And of course paying monthly, and it's like, ugh, this is just a waste. I'm out. Sign out. And then of course they make it extremely difficult for you to fucking deactivate your account, because heaven forbid people have free choice. So, yeah, most of my exposure for X-Men has always been the comics.
Pyro will turn you to toast.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, released by Konami, you could see a lot of the similarities between this and the Ninja Turtles beat 'em up game, maybe even Aliens. Yeah, that was easy. But yeah, a lot of... Oh, I also forgot Violent Storm, one of my favorite, now my favorite fucking Konami game, beat 'em up game. Oh my god, this song has lyrics. Imagine playing this, singing this at karaoke. XXX-Men, XXX-Men, NES X-Men. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, besides the animated series and the comics, you also got, the movies, which I've seen the first one back in the day, and yeah, I'm here to tell you, back in, like, 2000, the announcement of that movie was a big deal, because by that point, the only big budget comic book film from Marvel we got was Blade, and that one was, well, it's a comic book movie, but not a superhero movie, and that's what people really wanted, was a superhero movie, which was why the first X-Men film by Oh boy, that guy that oh yeah, let's just say the Me Too'd guy. But it really was a big deal back in 2000 because superhero movie, big budget, and it wasn't some made for TV. It wasn't like a made for TV direct to video thing. Like there was that Nick Fury movie that we might watch on here one of these days because it really is that damn good with David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury. But then also, well, before that we did have in terms of this was meant to be theatrical, but the Albert Pyun Captain America film, the only reason that movie made it to like direct to video was because Canon Films, or was it 21st Century Film Corps, also owned by one of the I forget who it was. I think it was Menahem Golan. What one of them, Golan or Globus, I forget who owned that, but yeah, Canon Films. Ah, son of a bitch. There we go. The Canon film was starting to lose money, and the two guys that owned it split up. Oh fuck. So of course, while they were restructuring one of the films, a bunch of films that would normally have, that were about to have a theatrical release, ended up being thrown into video stores, direct to video. And that's a movie that used to air a lot on TV when I was growing up. And yeah, I always assumed it was like a TV movie because of how, like, the lack of violence in it, just the way everything looked. I thought it was gonna be like a, there was another one, X-Men also, X-Men related, called Generation X, which the comics were okay, but it's part of that problem with comic book, it's part of the problem that comic book companies always did and still do. When a character is popular or a universe, they cash in on that universe by making so many spin-off titles. X-Men is one of those in the 90s, all those X titles. Excalibur, Weapon X, Wolverine. A lot of the character spin-offs, like there was a Kitty and Pride. I mean, Kitty and Pride. I think it was called Kitty and Pride. I forget the title. It's like they tried to make it like an X-Files type thing where Sinister travels to the 19th century. Is that the Blob?
Nothing moves the Blob!
I didn't recognize the Blob with that mace he's holding. I said Excalibur, Weapon X, the Wolverine standalone comic from the 90s.
Nothing moves
Cable.
the Blob!
X-Force, the New Mutants, set in the fucking X-Men universe. Oh god, there's so many. There was like a standalone, oh god, and all the characters from...
We have been taken by Magneto. However, we had time to locate their base on Island M. Destroy it.
there were just so many X-Men titles, and of course the crossovers were ridiculous. At that point, they weren't interested in telling X-Men related stories. They just wanted to cash in on the popularity of X-Men. Like, holy fuck, all those X-Men comics I have right now are just... I read some of them and it's like... You're writing... You're not writing the same type of stories that Chris Claremont wrote. You guys were just trying to make new #1s, trick people into thinking their comic is gonna be worth however many dollars, and the stories aren't even good. Like, I remember they tried doing once you start involving alternate universes, it becomes extremely convoluted. Like, oh hey, here's this character who's supposed to be like the Kyle Reese of the X-Men universe. He went back in time to stop the production of the Sentinels, that are like these giant mutant-killing droids. But the mutant-killing droids start screwing over the humans, leading to this post-apocalyptic world. Like, there was a story like that, and then after a while, it's like, we need to bring back Cable. What do we do? And they just started doing this whole thing with, like, Cable is not only traveling back in time, but also to, like, alternate universes, alternate timelines. And then, like, oh, in order to train Cable, we gotta send in Scott Summers and, oh fuck, what's her name? Oh man, the brain fog, all that stress, man. That's something I've been noticing with myself. It's almost like my memory is being wiped out as I speak. God damn it, what's the name of Scott Summers' wife? It's like they gotta go back in time and raise their adult son, or their teenage son, to be Cable, the Resistance, to resist against the fucking Sentinels. And then, oh god, Strife. I am your brother, but no, I'm your cloned brother. And then there's this whole convoluted thing where, like, they cloned Cable to fix him, and then just ditched Strife, and oh my god, it just became so... I'm just sitting here like, you don't even know what you're doing anymore, are you, Marvel? I haven't read any of the new Cables. I just find it crazy that a character like that, was popular enough to appear in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But I still like the X-Men. I still like the concept of two factions of mutants fighting for equality. One wants to do it through more peaceful, diplomatic, in a peaceful and diplomatic way, while the other one is just like, yeah, the humans had their chance, burn it all. And I know the X-Men was created because of the civil rights movement, but I do hate this idea, this modern, not interpretation, but this modern view that it's only about one specific marginalized group, when really the story is extremely relatable to all marginalized groups. Doesn't matter which one it is. It's relatable to all of them. There's always the people that want equality, They want equality through legal means, while others are just angry and vengeful. And it's like, if we don't like destroy shit, if we don't riot, then nothing will change. Like, two sets of those people exist everywhere. Only through peace, only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace. That fucking Miami connection, they play this,
X-Men, welcome to die!
I had to let that play out. I know people would have gotten mad if I, like, talked over that. But, yeah, Miami connection. The whole movie is these this fucking slaughter of bad guy ninjas, cutting them in half, slicing their throats and shit. Just all this graphic violence, only for the movie to end with that extremely fucking pacifist message. It's funny. Only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace. It's not it, but at least it isn't fucking... This movie is dedicated to the brave Mujahideen fighters of Afghanistan. Yeah, that fucking end caption didn't age well. That's why I think by 2001, maybe the late 90s, they changed it to the brave resistance fighters of Afghanistan.
Go and rescue Kitty from the cave.
I've yet to read, like I said, I've yet to read many X-Men comics. The one I did read that, it's a standalone story that I enjoyed was oh man, what was it called? It was Wolverine and, was it Havoc? It was published by Marvel Epic, which, if you don't know about Marvel Epic, they are kind of like the... They do a lot of, like, mature readers' books. And they would often use, they would often write stories featuring Marvel superheroes. Oh man, what was the name of that book? It was 4 issues, and it dealt with, like, Wolverine. It's been a long time since I've read it. Back in, like, 2015, it was a Wolverine and, like, being sent to the Soviet Union to stop the missiles from being launched by the Russians. I wish I remembered the name. Fuck. Like, oh man, it's drawing a blank on me. I'm gonna talk about my favorite X-Men books, or at least X-Men set in the X-Men universe books. I think the original Excalibur stories are great. The one where, oh fuck, who was it? Joins the Excalibur. Oh, it's the formation of Excalibur. Yeah, because Captain Britain is in it. He's part of Excalibur. That's I have an action figure of Captain Britain that I bought at the Walgreens way back before the pandemic. It's funny because it doesn't have any, like, weapons or anything. Back when I could go into a fucking pharmacy and buy action figures without the scalpers knowing, so I'd get dibs on, like, the best ones. I bought Captain Britain, and I bought a Quasar, which is another Marvel character I quite enjoyed. I quite enjoyed the stories from him. Name me another superhero from Marvel or DC where one of the issues has him, the cover art for one of his issues has him pregnant. Someone drew Quasar pregnant, and it was official. It wasn't like a R34 sort of thing. I'll post it on Twitter today after this, just to show y'all the pregnant Quasar. But yeah, I have a Quasar action figure. And after that, it's like I couldn't find anything worthwhile at Walgreens. They do not restock anything anymore. And it's a damn dirty shame because of stupid fucking scalpers. Scalpers and thieves. Thieves! Thieves! Thieves are liars! Murderers! Hypocrites and assholes! Okay, so going back to the X-Men comics I thoroughly enjoyed. Of course, Claremont's run is amazing. I do have a couple of those, including the X-Men Classics reprints that they did in the late 90s. Or, I mean, not late 90s, late 80s, which are just original stories from earlier in the X-Men, in Claremont's run, that have been reprinted. I've been reading a couple of those recently. There was a special that X-Men printed back in the mid-90s that's called X-Men Firsts, that tells the first stories of specific characters, like the first appearance of Rogue. There was the first appearance of, oh man, what's it? Okay, so it was Rogue. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Sinister was another one. Gambit, and finally Wolverine, which I only read a part of yesterday. First appearance in The Incredible Hulk as one of the Hulk's enemies. And I didn't know it, but I had no idea Rogue was first appeared in like Avengers Annual number, was it number 1? Or was it, which Avengers was it? Was it the West Coast? But yeah, she appeared as a villain. She was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work for these guys. I think she worked for the Hellfire Club. Wait, was Storm in this game? I didn't notice her in the character select. I think she is. But so far, this is a decent little beat 'em up. I'm liking the music. But would be better if I could play this with like 3 other people, especially in the arcade. Ah. Oh shit, okay, I could spam the quarters. I thought, you know what I thought? I thought if I spammed the quarters, then it would select other characters. I don't know why I'm not doing this. Oh shit! How far can we go? Ah! Okay, I'll stop. And again, the wrong button. I could only imagine how this is playing in the arcade. The only other game I played in the arcade that had like a 4-player count would have been the Simpsons arcade back when Pizza Hut used to have arcades and dining room areas. Did I just cheese that final boss?
You must rescue the professor!
Oh, there she is. I can't even tell you what happened with X-Men in the 2000s. I think I do remember reading, this was a long time ago also, and something I checked out from the library, so my memories are extremely hazy about this, but back when Marvel had their Marvel Max line, which was their edgier, mature readers line, after Marvel Epic, there was the, I think it was Joe Kubert or Adam Kubert, one of them. They did a lot more grittier version of Wolverine's origin. I think it was Wolverine Origins, the one that I read, where it had Wolverine being a child in Victorian era London. I quite enjoyed that. That was an interesting book. But yeah, I do remember enjoying that. I forget. There's like a ton of issues with that. From that arc. From that. I'm just thinking about all the other X-Men comics I've read. I don't think I've even... Okay, I think I trailed off and deviated when I was talking about the X-Men films, because yeah, I saw the first film. It really was a big deal back in the day. But the second one was an even bigger deal, even though directed by a dumb asshole who did the fucking I rewatched some of those Rush Hour films, and I'll admit, man, I won't say that they don't hold up, but it was clear they wanted Chris Tucker to be the bigger star. Brett Ratner, I think it was directed by him, which, was it a Brett Ratner directed film? That second film, the first one was Bryan Singer, the next one was, Brett, which, he strikes me as a pretentious idiot who can't fucking leave good things alone. Because he also directed the Red Dragon, which was basically them saying, Manhunter wasn't a good movie, we're gonna quote-unquote fix it. He did that, and then he did, oh man. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out what else Brett Ratner directed that I hated. Oh hey, it's these guys. I forget their names though. They appeared in like Punisher comics also. I'm trying to figure out. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, I'm dying. Need some water. Oh man. What the hell, man?
Juggernaut will find
Oh shit, Juggernaut. But yeah, after the second film, which I quite enjoyed, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but after that second one, I just did not watch any of the other ones. Of course, like everyone, X-Men Origins Wolverine disappointed the hell out of me, but it did give us the best game, the best console game of that movie. Made it extremely bloody and gory, which is what the movie should have been. But I think what pissed me off more about that movie was everything in the trailers and the commercials for that movie only accounted for like the first 5 minutes of it. Everything else is just this love story, revenge tale of Wolverine killing hunters. And it's like, but we basically wanted the comic
Magneto is over there. Follow me.
The comic and the video game. Holy shit, can he walk? Oh, no.
Ah, you fell into our trap.
Whore. Ah. Well, I got through that. But, yeah, I did not see X-Men Origins. Well, I did see part of it and then just gave up. What else? I'll admit, man, I'm not a big fan of, X-Men, what was it, First Class. I like the idea of, setting it in the 1960s, but I don't know, something about that movie just makes me go, I'm not interested. I don't know what it is. Ah! Oh boy. like I said, I haven't seen any of the X-Men not Origins, First Class. And then there was that Wolverine movie that people made a big deal out of that I did want to see, but I think by that point I was just getting tired of superhero movies and the disappointment behind them. And the fact that the people watching those movies weren't fans to begin with. So it's like they had to lose that charm that comic book movies used to have, which I kind of hate. I could still watch like the original X-Men or Superman or any of those movies, and just even Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, they had this comic book charm that only comic book nerds understood. And when non-comic book fans try to replicate it, they think, oh, people who read comic books like stupid shit, let's do that. They like stupid, overly sappy bullshit. No, they like to be treated like... They like to be treated maturely without it being this fucking grindhouse affair. Like a movie like I said, the original Spider-Man from 2002 was kind of this perfect amalgamation of the early Spider-Man comics, but setting it in the modern world. Well, modern as in 2002 or 2001 actually, because yeah, I think they had to like push the date of the movie ahead because of 9/11. But that's also another thing, that the major reason why that movie was such a big deal. An uplifting superhero tale set in New York. And by that point in 2002, people were just starting to come out of their homes to enjoy life despite the tragedy that happened on that day. That movie was kind of like a symbol of them telling the world, it's okay to come out now. We can have fun again. We will get through this shit. Just get your mind off the bullshit. Enjoy this Spider-Man. It's okay to laugh now. It's okay to watch action adventure, whereas most of the media was saying, oh, don't show your kids a G.I. Joe episode. Too soon, bro, too soon. It really was a welcome message. The timing was perfect. Just like, I do appreciate Seth MacFarlane and all those other guys appearing in interviews for the Naked Gun movie and saying, yeah, we need comedy now because the world is fucked up, but for now we gotta focus on actually making people laugh and getting them out of this bullshit. Getting their mind off of the bullshit. Okay, before I deviate any further, X-Men movies. Besides that, I'll admit, if they make a new X-Men movie, I'll admit, man, I'm just gonna skip that. Because at the end of the day, the type of X-Men movie I want cannot be made anymore. It's gonna be too, not dark, but it's... You look at the superhero movies out that have been out for the past 15 years, and too many quips, too many self-aware things. And the thing that I do hate about Marvel movies is almost this self-awareness where it almost sounds condescending and that they hate the thing that they're adapting. I'm Electroman. Electroman, what kind of a name is that? I think that's one of the reasons why I don't watch the new Spider-Man movies. That and, well, the guy they chose to make play Spider-Man looks like a stereotypical twink. Like, I know Peter Parker's a kind of a dork, but come on, man. Come on. I know I'm in my bear phase, but that hole is still a goal.
X-Men. Magneto is planning to attack Earth from his asteroid base. You must foil his plan before it's too late.
How the fuck does Magneto have an
Go
asteroid
after
base?
the giant sentinel.
Asteroids, man. Asteroids, man. My dad has cream for that. I think we're near the end of this game. If not, there's probably like 2 or 3 more stages here. Because come on, we're on an asteroid here. Ah. I may need to buy a new controller here because I'm hearing the buttons squeak like a freaking like a old rusty door hinge. Like what the hell? So aside from the movies, there were also a bunch of animated versions of X-Men. Of course, the 90s cartoon. But before that, I think there was like was it like a pilot or something? That Sunbow animated X-Men cartoon. Oh shit, it's a blob again. Carrying a mace for some reason. I don't think he even carried a weapon like that in the comics. Unless I'm missing an issue here or there. I'll admit I haven't read everything X-Men related. Ah. Don't you mean the Wendigoon? Oh, did you guys hear that Wendigoon actually got permission by Lionsgate to upload the entirety of Apocalypse Now onto his YouTube page? That is nuts. That is some shit I would do if I was a big time YouTuber. The best I could do is upload a fucking public domain movie like, I don't know, DOA. But then again, by this point, everyone has uploaded a copy of DOA. And when I say DOA, I mean a 1950s noir film, not fucking Dead or Alive, the cheesecake action movie. Ah. Fuck it. And why is Juggernaut carrying a gun? Why? killed, what's his name? Oh, I thought it was what's it? Oh man, I thought it was Blob, but no, it's the Juggernaut. There we go.
I am Magneto.
Fuck off. You know Magneto's not a bad guy, you know. Just shut up. Enjoy comics, enjoy the morality of it all. I'm kind of tired of this whole, you know, this villain from this book isn't a bad guy. Then why aren't you working for Marvel or DC, huh? Why aren't you working for Marvel or DC if you believe that? I really cannot tell you what the fuck is going on with comics nowadays. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the comic book shop that I used to go, that I always wanted to go to, I only went to it once. That closed down, mainly because they only sold graded comics. Ah. Oh, come on. That was Mystique all this time.
That was Mystique, not Magneto. Magneto is at another place.
Duh.
Go, X-Men. I am Magneto, master of Magnet.
Master of Magnet. As if you needed more proof that this game was made by the Japanese. But yeah, I think we're almost done here. Not a pretty lengthy game. Even though we've been, well, it's an hour, but then again that's because of the,
Come, X-Chicken, you are dead.
You dead. But that's because I spent like how much time on the hub screen?
Die. You are not X-Chicken. Kill. You are dead. You shall. Shield. Dead. X-Men. Come dead. You. X. Kill. Kill.
Alright, alright. Yay, it all blew up. Woohoo! Wait, also, how did that jet get into space? Magneto is defeated. X-Men succeed to rescue Professor and return to Earth with that victory. But still, the battle against the... Okay, I guess I didn't need to read all of it. Oh, that's it. X-Men. Oh, hey, there's stills from the comics. So as I was about to say, the, when it comes to X-Men animated series, or at least live action shows, I did mention Generation X, which was meant to be like it was a TV movie, but it was almost gonna be, it was a pilot that they wanted to, that they used to sell a show, and because it had poor ratings, it didn't have as high of ratings, that series never came to be. Hold up, let me fix something here. Hello. Alright. But because there wasn't a, I'll just let this play. because the ratings weren't there. It never became a series. But after the original X-Men animated series from the 90s, when that ended, there really wasn't anything until early 2000s. I think it was either 2000 or 2001. X-Men Evolution, which I did watch, but I think that's also one of those where the show was on the air and they just continued repeating episodes until it was discovered that new episodes were premiering on Cartoon Network. And I think that's it. Oh, wait. Live action. Does anyone remember Mutant X? That's a X-Men type show, but of course they couldn't use any of the X-Men characters. I think it was because they were owned by 20th Century Fox by then, with the X-Men movies. And I don't know what else. There was that like X-Men anime, or was it just a Wolverine show from like G4? Anyone remember that? Oh boy. You know what? I feel a little better now. I don't feel as fuzzy-headed, and this really did take my mind off the bullshit, and so I think after this, after playing the outro and this commercial break, I am going to play another game, so please do stick around. Nothing is over yet. This stream isn't over yet. I'll be back. So, don't go anywhere yet.
It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, the feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. The things inside you, your thoughts and your feelings, are all yours, and you're the one to decide if you want to share them with anybody. Your thoughts and your feelings are your own. I like sharing some of mine with you. I'll be back next time. You always make it a special day by just your being yourself. Bye-bye.
Yo, my name's Saad, and I don't give a fuck.
KTLA now ends its broadcast day. KTLA operates on Channel 5 with an assigned frequency of 76 to 82 megahertz and radiated power of 50,000 watts. KTLA's transmitter is located on Mount Alta, the highest point on Mount Wilson. KTLA is owned and operated by KTLA Incorporated, with studios and offices at 5800 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Thank you for watching, and have a very pleasant evening.
What kind of garbage is that? Oops, my anarchy symbol.